P Digital Blueprint, unveiling success. Apologies for last week, guys. Hand in the air. My fault. My problem. Yeah, it's finding finding time at the moment and being back in time. So anyway, we would like to address the point today that you do not need to know the path if you trust the guide. So I'm going to pass it across to Red, because Red is also going to give us the update that's come across in the back office or on the platform. So over to you, Red.
Thanks very much. Hi guys, Pete, nice to see you here, mate, and Jean, obviously. How you doing? First of all, guys, great news. There is a brand new pop-up. O News number 4 is live in your OES. Go and check it out. You will not be disappointed. Very exciting. Certainly is great, isn't it, that our CEO is delivering on O News on a regular basis, keeping us all informed. So go and check that out. Let's look and talk then about, it was actually Chris Johnson that posted this morning about you don't need to know what direction you're going and or where you're going if you have a good guide. And this is, I thought, was going to be a good topic for, well, I thought it's going to be me and Jean and Andy, to be honest. But here we have our two great brothers as well. We've got Collins Manor and Peter Rogers with us as well. So we'll chew the fat over this one. Why we all feel that it is so important to have that good guide in front of us. So what is a guide? A guide is somebody who literally will show you the way. They give you the safest, quickest route to take to your final destination. Why do you think that people who climb mountains have guides? Is it because they are not good at climbing? No, far from it. Most professional climbers are probably better climbers than their guides. But they have guides because they know that mountain, they know the quickest and the safest route to go to be able for these climbers to achieve their goal, which is obviously the summit. When we drive a car now, what do we all use when we are going from A to B and we don't know where we're going? Remember the old days? We used to get the map out, the wife shouting, arguments ensue because you can't read it properly, etc. What do we all have now? We have whatever you call your sat nav. Everyone has a name for it, don't they? Depending on what language they select, they have a name for the sat nav. And why do you use the sat nav to get from A to B? Plainly and simply, it is going to show you the best route with the traffic conditions that are on the road at that time to get to your final destination. With our business that we're in now, we are extremely lucky to have what I feel is the best guide in the business to take us to our final destination. A lot of people might not agree with me, but I certainly believe that Ash Muferah, with his wisdom of being in this industry for a very, very long time, not only has he mastered the art of marketing, recruiting, targeted traffic, all of these things he's had an awful lot of experience at. We are extremely lucky that he has decided to do something for all of us. And he is the best guide that we could possibly ask for. Why? Because we absolutely suck at it. This is one of the reasons why we all joined this business, because we can't get from where we are now to what we want as our goal. Many of us have tried, spent an awful lot of money and failed miserably because we cannot navigate the online space. We cannot navigate the pitfalls that are in front of us. We cannot navigate the right route to take as far as being successful online is concerned. You've heard me talk at length now for 3 or 4 weeks about all of the different things that you have to do to stand a chance of being successful online. And our CEO has that in his memory bank. He's been there, he's done that, he knows what the best place to go to, the best route to take, and the safest way of doing all of this. This is why I thoroughly believe that if we believe in our guide, then we will all be able to get to our final destination. Back to you, Andy.
Thanks, Fred. This is a great subject, and I'm going to put my oar in a little while, but I'd like Jean to kind of follow on from Red, because I know she's got some points we'd like to hear.
Well, thank you so much, Andy. Thank you, Red. It's great to see you, Peter and Collins. Awesome. It's like everybody here. It's great. I'm going to come at it from a little bit of a different perspective, because when I saw this topic, obviously I thought of Ash as our current, our foremost guide and source of information for this company. But I thought about a quote from Albert Einstein, which is, "The most important question facing humanity is the universe a friendly place?" And he says we must answer this question for ourselves. And the reason I bring that up is because if we believe that this universe is benevolent, we're going to think and behave in a certain way. If we think it's hostile, we're going to be defensive and wary and skeptical. But if we do believe it's a benevolent place, we're going to focus on creating and learning and knowing that we're supported, which is my point here. We know that we're supported, so we can feel confident moving ahead. And I know that Ash has created that space for us here. But this topic applies to so many aspects of our lives. You start with your parents, your first guides. If you're in a loving family, which I grew up in a loving family, your trust in your parents is absolute. You trust that they're going to catch you if you fall. They trust that if you're learning how to ride a bike, they're right there holding the bike in case it wobbles. You know, it's this implicit trust in someone that you believe in and feel safe with, and trust that they are going to be there for you. But it's also for like teachers. When you go into the educational system, you trust that your teachers are going to be fair, that they know what they're talking about, that they have the experience that would, inform the information that they're giving to you, and you trust that. And I think we can all say, having been through different educational systems, not everybody is that. Not every teacher is good. Not every, some teachers are really awful and incompetent, and other teachers are just fabulous, and you grow with them. And so getting to Ash, he is, as Red said, he is just the epitome of that guide that you can trust. So if we don't need to know all of the details about the path forward, because we, like a parent, like a good teacher, we trust that he knows what he's talking about. He has the experience. He has a loving heart. He really wants and has shown to us time and time again that he wants to help humanity, and we're included in that. And then the ultimate one for me, getting back to that quote from Einstein, is that if you believe in a higher power, a source, God, the universe, whatever you perceive that source of all things to be, if you trust that is benevolent, that wants the best for you, that has your back, then you are going to move forward in this world in a different way than if you don't. And so we are very blessed to be in a place now with Ash that we know he is a good guide. He's knowledgeable. He's dependable. He is just the epitome of a great guide, a Sherpa, that one that's going to get us up the mountain. And for me, I just absolutely love this topic because, as Red said, you don't need to know the path if you trust the guide. And that's what I wanted to offer today. Thanks so much, Andy.
Thanks, Gene. I'm going to kind of relate this to my past experience as well, because I think we all have a thought process about our CEO. As a financial advisor over many years, I've met and dealt with quite a large number of CEOs, presidents, vice presidents, managing directors, executive board members, etc. The vast majority, and I mean 99% plus, are interested in one thing. That one thing is making the company or making themselves wealthy. If they own the company, then it's in their interest to make the company grow. And many people have been caught out over the years because once they reach this huge corporation, then trying to sell it is almost impossible. One-man bands in particular. But my point being that I've never come across, maybe one other, but coming across somebody who has no interest in money, but has more of an interest in humanity and helping others achieve their goals, is something very special, because it doesn't happen very often at all. And as I said, in the 40 years I've been in the industry as far as financial services, I've seen thousands. I may have come across one other that has an interest in his company and the people within it rather than the company itself. And for me, having listened to our CEO speak, wow, it was a while ago now, 7 or 8 years ago, but you take from that certain things. Each person picks up different frequencies or different vibrations about how someone is. And Collins, Pete and Red, we've been lucky enough to meet one another. So we know a little bit more about each other. I haven't met our CEO yet, which is a bit of a shame, but I can't wait until I do, because he's somebody that, for me, you look for a mentor, you look for somebody who can guide you through the pitfalls, as Red pointed out, and seriously wants to steer you in the right direction. And as I said, there are very, very few of these. Interestingly enough, being a financial advisor, I know nothing about marketing. I know nothing about Facebook ads. I've learned an awful lot over the last 7 years, but it's cost me a fortune and got me nowhere. So having somebody on our side is something very, very special. And for me, okay, things have changed, but I believe truly that everything happens for a reason, and that reason's become clear. And once all the rubbish is out of the way, we're just going to plow forward. So I'm pleased as punch, and I believe that having a true guide makes one hell of a difference. Pete, I'm going to come to you last, Collins, because you talk a lot. So I'll let Pete. I'll let Pete go first. You're on mute, Pete.
Sorry, talking to myself. Thank you for inviting me. It's nice to see everybody here. Yeah, I just want to follow on from what everybody's been saying, or Red was saying. I've been involved in online businesses now for the last 8-9 years. By that amount of time, I think it was, Red, we got started. And like Red, we've been on this journey, and we've met some different people, and we've lost a lot of money. We've never made a success really out of anything that we've sort of got involved in. But obviously, when we got involved with the present business, we sort of listened to what Muferah had to say, and his confidence obviously gave us confidence. And Ash has been on this path. It's been a long journey. I mean, we've been on this path for about 8-9 years involved in this. Ash has been on this path for a long time, a lot longer than that. He's dreamt of doing good for humanity for many years before we got involved with what we're doing now. But my thought is that I sort of try and hang around with people who are on the same journey as me, but who are positive about what we're trying to do. It's like I stick with Red. I hang on to Red's shirt tails. I'll tell him that because I know if I hang on to Red, he'll drag me where I want to go. And I know Red is hanging on to Ash Muferah's shirt tails, and he's going to drag us all to where we want to go. So it's that trust. We've got a lot of trust in Ash, and I'm very confident on what's coming. I think we're all going to be gobsmacked. Ash has already said that. And, if you read the pop-up number 4, O News, it's great news. That's obviously has been said there. And we're all going to be excited about it. But, just have the confidence. One thing I say is like, mix with people who are positive in this business. Hang on to them. Because these people are obviously hanging on to what Ash is saying. You're going to be pulled along with us. And that's what it's all about. It's about helping each other. And I think we're in a great place. And I think, honestly, I really think we're going to be shocked to what's coming. So back to you, Andy, and go from there.
Thanks, Pete. I agree. I think we're all going to be shocked. Collins, I know you want to add something in. You're chomping at the bit there, so fire away, my friend.
Thank you, Andy. Just want to greet Red. I was watching Red Live today, and then you announced the show. Just jump in and watch it, and it was really great, Red. Well done. It was a great topic as well. What Red did today was really nice. And I was watching Marcien as well, though it's French. Sometimes you understand and you just speak. So it was just like really great. So I want to welcome Jean and Peter. It was really nice. And it's a nice topic. When Andy told me, he said, oh, Red just brought this topic. I was just like looking at it. I said, wow, it really depicts who Mr. Ash Muferah is. I looked at it and I split it in 2 forms. It's about faith and process and trust. Let me put it that way. So, and when you look at it, it says it speaks to the idea of faith in leadership or trusting the process. So I split it. You are trusting the process and you have faith in the leadership, which is Mr. Ash Muferah. Because if we don't trust him, there is no point being here. If we don't trust that he can handle what he is doing, why should Red waste his time 6 years? Andy, everybody, Jean, all of us here. Honestly, we are not like idiot to just follow somebody blindly. There must be something. There is a reason why we are in it. Because we trust him. We trust the captain, the person who is, sailing the ship, and we trust the process. And when I was looking at this, it flashed me back to Martin Luther King Jr. He said something about faith. He said faith is taking the first step, even when you do not see the whole staircase, but you take the first step. And I look at the guide. Sometimes the guide only takes you to the first step, but you don't really know the entire map. So it takes you, and that's exactly what Mr. Ash Muferah is doing. He is taking us to the next step, because honestly, if he shows us everything, it will be overwhelming. We cannot even understand. But when he takes it bit by bit, guiding us to the phase where he wants to take us, the place where he wants to take us, that's when we'll see the big picture of everything. You can look at the past. When you started from the Go founder, nobody ever knew anything about Go founder. This is really beautiful. Oh yes, my God, this is really massive. Imagine if Mr. Ash Muferah decided to show us everything. Some people will not even believe. There are people, even now, the story is really hard to believe. And then imagine if they throw everything, at you. It will be crazy, massive. You say nobody can do this, because it will just be like a picture, a map. You said, are you sure someone can really build something like this? But thank God that we have someone like Mr. Ash Muferah guiding, introducing us, step by step, you know, explaining why we are doing it, because sometimes they can give you something, a document to read. You don't even know what the document is talking about, though you are really focusing, reading, but sometimes the understanding of what they want to achieve is hard. Until when there is a clearer picture, or someone who knows it more than you can tell you, oh, Gene, this is what I'm trying. Did you really understand what you've read? He said, no. He said, this is what I'm trying to achieve. And that's exactly what Ms. Ash Muferah is doing, guiding us, taking us bit by bit, you know, giving us in drip drop for us to understand. And that's the best way of doing it, because we know it is not easy. It is really difficult to build a system. Yes, the path is not clear, but are we getting there? Yes. Is he giving up? No. He is still there, working hard, because this is his dream. The first thing people always fail to understand is when you dream something, you have a dream, it is difficult to give up. Whether we or without us, Mr. Ash Muferah will still go ahead, because this is his dream. If I have my dream, I can never give up my dream. Red can never give up his dream, you know. So what can really change that dream is only when the owner of the dream give up. That's when I'll say, all right, it is finished. But as long as he is still there, coming up, like Ray just announced, wow, there is old news for, you know, this to show us that this man is still there, doing things that will benefit not only us, the founders, but billions of people to come. Those who will look at it and say, wow, this is something great and amazing. So I will leave it there, Andy. Take it over.
Thanks, Collins. Thanks. I think one of the things that has changed amongst all of us is something that Ash has impressed upon us over the last 6 or 7 years, and that is our thoughts and feelings, and hopefully help for humanity at the same time as Ash. So the object of the exercise here is to be able to, for Ash to help us get to a level almost, if you like, and then be able to help others in doing the same thing. And what has got me more than anything is the fact that there are over 1 million of us that were involved to begin with, and the vast majority of them feel as we do. Yeah, so just think, what if we found 5 others that thought the same way we do, and everybody did the same, and just how that would grow and how that would expand. Yeah, it's mind-blowing, Gene. And the key here is therefore that, you know, we show the world how we can help humanity by what Ash is doing for us. I think that it, you know, moving forward is going to be a key element. Red, what would you like to add?
One of the things that Collins had just said was our CEO's dream, and Pete and I know this because we joined an awful long time ago, coming up 9 years. And when we joined, there was no name, wasn't even called Go Founders or Onpassive or nothing. It literally was 2 audio videos from Ash Muferah outlining what his dream was, what he's trying to achieve, what he wanted to achieve. That was his dream. Now, we saw something in that dream, me and Pete. It resonated with us. We understood what he's trying to achieve, and we wanted to be part of it. You know, we jumped on board, and we then had our own dreams and goals of where we wanted to be and what we were trying to achieve. Funnily enough, we actually hit our first goal of what we wanted to do in that very first year in 2018. We said, this is where we want to be at Christmas, if you remember, Pete.
Yeah.
And we managed to achieve where we wanted to be at Christmas. I think outlining your goals and your dreams is so important in life generally. You have to have not only the dream, but also the vision to be able to achieve it. If you don't set it out, either written it down or put it in an audio video or anything like this, your vision and your dream gets watered down. Why? Because people would much rather change something than go through the hardship to achieve what they really want to achieve. Doing something that's hard is certainly not the easy option. In fact, it's probably the hard option. But if you have got that dream and that goal of what you want to achieve, then you will overcome any obstacle that's put in front of you. If you haven't got it written down, if people don't know about it, people tend to change that goal because it's the easy option. They'll water it down or they'll disregard it or whatever it may be. Not our CEO, Ash Muferah. His dream has always been to be on this planet to make a difference. That's how he wants to be remembered. Doesn't matter about the money. He wants to be remembered for doing good. That's his drive. That's his goal. And how's he going to achieve that? That's what he's decided. Right, how am I going to achieve to be remembered for what I want to do? And that is, let's take you lot with us. Let's build a massive community of like-minded thinking people. Get recognized by the masses so people know what we are trying to achieve. I was talking about brand identity today. This comes into exactly what I'm saying so much right now. Our brand is going to be identified for not just the products and services that we are selling, but by our humanitarian decision that we are trying to do and make in the world around us. Why? Because we are a movement. We are a community of like-minded people to our CEO who are trying to make a difference. He has already made a huge difference to so many of us. We, in turn, want to make a huge difference to so many people around us. We need a means to do this. What is that? The vehicle. What is the vehicle? It is what he is going to produce for us in the next phase. So, in short, him having his dream all those years ago, sticking to his decision to see it through, really has been the biggest guide that we could ever have for all of us to be able to have our own dreams as well come true. And I think that if you stick with the journey that we are on to its conclusion, you'll be shocked, you'll be blown away, but one thing's for sure is you'll be so glad that you have stuck this journey out. Back to you.
Thanks, Red. I think we all agree with that. Jean, have you got any further comments you'd like to add before we top things off?
Before we, well, sure. I just wanted to bounce off of Red, which is that, you know, Ash has been this exemplary guide so that we can then learn from him. All these years he's been mentoring us and teaching us and walking as an example for us to learn how to be good stewards of this blessing, how to be good guides in our own right so that other people can then trust us and join this journey. And I just want to end by saying something from O News 4, if that's okay for me to say it, which just, I think it just says it all. It says, we see a bold, beautiful future. That's a vision. And we're moving steadily toward it. We're not standing still. We're not going back. And we're certainly not giving up. And I want to walk with a man, a human being that thinks that way. And lives that. And so thank you, Ash Muferah. And thank you, Andy. Thank you, everyone here today.
Thanks, Jean. Pete, any further comments?
Yeah, just talk about, you know, Ash and the vision at the beginning. You know, you got to remember it's okay to have a dream, but you have to add to that dream. So it's not that dream what he had then is a completely vision and dream that he's got now. You know, to me, it's an ongoing journey, and you add to that dream and you make that vision better. And Ash has obviously had all that experience over the last 8 or 9 years. He's still got that vision, what he wants to achieve, but I can guarantee that vision's a lot better than what it was back then. Hope that makes sense.
It does indeed.
Okay.
It does indeed. Thanks, Pete. Collins, any final comments you'd like to add?
Yes, so thank you, Andy. So when I look at Mr. Ash Muferah and what he is doing, I believe it goes beyond technology. So technology is just the tool, but it goes beyond. It's about humanity. He wants to use technology to bless others, build a platform that can accommodate billions of people, and with ourselves participating in that system, so we can achieve something to go out and do good to humanity. Because his dream is, when we remember the last or one of the webinar, he said something, and this thing really hit me. He said, I want to leave this world in a better place than I came into it. That is about humanity. It goes beyond money. It goes beyond, it surpasses everything you can think of. And that is why he will never let this dream go. Because his dream is to do something that will leave a positive footprint on this planet Earth. I'll leave it there, Andy. Thank you.
Thanks, Collins. I totally agree. It is following somebody that actually does indeed want to leave the place better than we found it. Thank you all for joining us this evening. Thank you to Jean, obviously, Pete, Red, and obviously my better half, Collins. Thank you all. Hopefully I should be around next Tuesday or Thursday. Please keep your eye on the YouTube channel. I'm sure it'll be on there, and I'll let you guys know. Have a great afternoon, evening, morning, whatever, and we shall see you next week.
Bye all.
Bye.
And forward-thinking approach. His big, bold, beautiful dream revolves around creating a technologically advanced ecosystem that empowers individuals and transforms industries. Central to this dream is the integration of never-before-seen technology that aims to revolutionize how we live, work, and interact. How this never-seen technology blends in, like Mr. Ash Muferah's mind, spirit, and burning desire to formulate constructive solutions that up to now have been solely absent. Let's take a realistic journey inside the secret work of a brilliant, never say I can't do it, man. Where others have tried and have given up, Mr. Ash Muferah and his out-of-this-universe technology idea supersedes human minds. What Bill Must and John White envision, case in point, wrap your head around. 1. Decentralized ecosystems. One of Mr. Muferah's core concepts may include a decentralized ecosystem that utilizes blockchain technology, enabling seamless transactions and interactions across diverse platforms. This technology would not only support cryptocurrency transactions but also facilitate transparency and security in various industries like supply chain management, healthcare, and real estate. This technology would not only support cryptocurrency transactions but also facilitate transparency and security in various industries like supply chain management, healthcare, and real estate. 2. Artificial intelligence and machine learning. The dream may involve AI and machine learning technologies that personalize experiences for users. Imagine an intelligent assistant that not only manages daily schedules but also learns user preferences, optimizes productivity, and provides recommendations tailored to individual needs. This technology could extend to industries such as education, where personalized learning paths can foster better student outcomes. Goodbye Alexa and Gemini, you have now become outdated technology. 3. Extended reality, XR, augmented reality, AR, and virtual reality, VR, might play a significant role in Mr. Muferah's vision, creating immersive experiences for entertainment, education, and training. This never-before-seen technology could transform how we consume content and interact with the world around us. Envision virtual classrooms and workplaces where collaboration transcends geographical boundaries, allowing people to work together in a shared digital space. Welcoming new workmates without traveling to work together. Student interaction and learning in a super safe environment where learning is the focus and not having to worry about their instructors because they will be highly skilled and compensated like they have never been in their profession. 4. Smart cities. Mr. Muferah's dream could encompass the idea of smart cities powered by the Internet of Things, IoT. These cities would leverage connected devices to enhance public services, optimize energy consumption, and improve transportation systems. Picture a city where traffic flows smoothly thanks to real-time data analysis and where smart waste management systems contribute to sustainability efforts. 5. Biometric security. In a world increasingly aware of security concerns, never-seen biometric technology might revolutionize how we secure our data and identities. Imagine a multi-layered security system using advanced biometrics such as vein recognition or DNA-based authentication that guarantees unprecedented security while remaining user-friendly. This technology will have businesses flooding into his new company. 6. Sustainable technology. Mr. Muferah's dream could also focus on sustainable technologies that address environmental challenges. Innovations such as advanced energy harvesting methods, biodegradable materials, and next-generation batteries would reduce our carbon footprint and pave the way for a more sustainable future. 7. Holistic health solutions. The integration of comprehensive health monitoring systems utilizing wearable technology or even implantable devices could lead to a significant transformation in personal health management. These devices could provide real-time health data to both users and healthcare providers, fostering proactive healthcare that focuses not only on curing diseases but on promoting wellness. Founders and affiliates, we couldn't be in a better place to reach our desire to be financially set for our lives. Do we understand the magnitude of what has been given to us by Mr. Ash Muferah and his family and technology teams? Get this, any amount of patience that we have is worth the wait. This new company will be compensated by the world beyond imagination. Never before wealth will be drawn into this new company because of the brilliance and hearts of people who truly have no selfish agendas. Pure love for loyal founders and affiliates. The list is only a peek into what we think that Mr. Ash Muferah plans to have within his new company. He is creating a company that will be self-reliant, totally unique, where anything that will benefit humanity will be a few clicks of the mouse, and a user will be able to transverse his company without any trepidation, knowing that all of their physical needs when it comes to next-level technology will be satisfied. The list is only a peek into what we think that Mr. Ash Muferah plans to have within his new company. He is creating a company that will be self-reliant, totally unique, where anything that will benefit humanity will be a few clicks of the mouse, and a user will be able to transverse his company without any trepidation, knowing that all of their physical needs when it comes to next-level technology will be satisfied. Innovation for its own sake. It is about creating a better world through technology that empowers individuals, promotes equity, and fosters sustainability. The list is only a peek into what we think that Mr. Ash Muferah plans to have within his new company. He is creating a company that will be self-reliant, totally unique, where anything that will benefit humanity. The list is only a peek into what we think that Mr. Ash Muferah plans to have within his new company. He is creating a company that will be self-reliant, totally unique, where anything that will benefit humanity. John White and Bill Must. Humanity is calling out for this. Our opinions and thoughts.
They said it couldn't be done. They said the dream was too big. But Ash Muferah don't dream small. He dreams beautiful, he dreams bold, he dreams big. And now the future. That's lost its way, searching for the dawn. One voice cuts through the noise, a vision being born. Ash Muferah leads us on, a dream both brave and bright, to lift the broken-hearted and turn the darkness light. But के इस संसार में ज्योति की खोज रही, आश मुफरेह का असर ही नया सवेरा कही। मानवता के सपने को सच करने चल पड़े, दुखियों का हाथ थाम अंधेरों को मिटा डाले। Through every storm we weathered, His purpose stayed the course, a compass for the faithful, igniting hidden force. We've seen the doubters whisper, but still His fire burns. हर तूफान सह कर भी टिका रहा निशाना, विश्वासियों की दिशा ही जगा रहा ज़माना। सुनते रहे संशय की पर आग बुझी नहीं। We follow where He leads us, answering the call. His dream is ours to carry, for one, for all. To heal, to build, to rise above, fueled by faith and boundless love. We believe in action, together we'll change the world. हम आश पे विश्वास करते, जहाँ ले चले वहाँ चलते, यही हमारा धर्म, उसका सपना हमारा है सबके लिए कर्म। सुधारेंगे, उगाएंगे, ऊपर उठेंगे, साथ टूट प्रेम और श्रद्धा से बदलेंगे ये जहां। हम आश पे विश्वास करते, मिलकर बनाएंगे नया संसार। We believe in it. He sees beyond the mountains, where others see a wall. A future built on justice, where no one stands too small. With hands outstretched in service, He shows us how to give. दूसरों को दीवार दिखे, पर वो देखे पहाड़ पार। ना यकीनियों पर बने, जहाँ हर किसी का अधिकार। सेवा का हाथ बढ़ाकर सिखाया देने का मूल्य। Jesus just bahadur is dirgadi jal gaye. This isn't just a lead, एक आंदोलन है। It's the heart की धड़कन।